Just saying. Just saying.
Ain't we lucky we got him.
We're live on YouTube right now, boys. Just live on the Full
Oh,
Size YouTube. Got joining Chris Caden.
man,
Chris Caden is with us. I can't believe this. The wrestler,
what? Like,
Caden Nation. You go on his pro wrestling tees, buy his shirts, support Chris Caden, man. He's a great guy, great friend.
eh, I try.
I know.
At least I don't forget where I started.
You got a podcast and stuff like that. You want to put that shit over? You say whatever you want, bro.
Yeah. What happened to the TV is my question. Did you turn it off? Oh, my TV just went out. That's great.
Like an idle thing, like it was going idle.
No, it literally just fucking died.
Oh
Like,
shit, they just turned.
That sucks.
That's it.
yep, here we go.
Apocalypse starts up in Rochester.
Fucking, I was just about to say it.
Well, no, the power grid hasn't failed yet, so we're good.
All right, let's not start jinxing shit, please. I can't. All right.
Right?
Right now I wanna get my bow. I wanna start shooting first, then the power grid can go out. Once I can defend myself. I'm defending myself.
It.
I'm defending myself like Rambo, cause.
What are you gonna use? Just a crossbow?
No, an actual bow. I'm gonna start shooting a bow. I bought a compound bow.
Oh, you're fucking Green Arrow. Okay.
Oh, my man. I wish I could look like Stephen Amell. I'd bang sluts all day long.
Jesus, good for you.
If I look like Stephen Amell, cause that's what I'd be doing all day long.
Oh god.
This is amazing.
I'd just be rocking it out. But what's up? I'm Green Arrow. On CW. Check it out. Check me out on CW. Oh, ladies. Green Arrow.
Yeah. Malik,
Yo,
how you been?
good. But all right.
Anthony really just wanted to come in this room and say fuck you. That was it.
No, he had baby issues, crying baby.
Crying baby issues.
Anthony came in. He was with an Undertaker face. He was like this.
He literally looked like we just woke him up,
Maybe this.
and he asked to be on the show.
Yeah.
He probably just had like a good hour rest and you bothered him.
No, he wanted to come on the show.
Dude,
We didn't ask.
I saw his face on the stream, and all I heard was that fucking American Dead Man song. You done it now. I thought he was about to fucking like bow and punch one of our lights out. That's how mad he looked. He's like, you motherfuckers, I'm out. Boop. I heard that.
What is wrong with Malik is my question.
Malik is just sitting and chilling, taking it in.
Living life.
Looking at all these fucking messages.
I'm trying to look at my bag, trying to find my bag so I can turn on the volcano.
What messages? You getting messages, texts and shit?
Yeah.
People going, oh my god, what are you doing on that stream with
Mr. Fucking Popular.
those fucking idiots? What are you talking to that fucking idiot for? He's so stupid.
Must be fucking nice.
Right? Why are you talking to that stupid idiot? He's smoking weed on the stream. What a fucking loser. I don't know.
My
why,
God.
I don't know why that's the voice I'm using. I'm just assuming that's what they sound like in my head. That's what I hear.
We all sound like New York City chicks.
Yeah, right.
They don't sound like Yesenia from the Bronx.
Yeah, pretty much. And,
Malik, I can't believe you're on some stupid stream talking about wrestling. You're such a loser.
You gotta join your phlebotomy class.
That's the way.
Yo.
Oh,
What the hell?
this motherfucker. Wow.
What up? Yo, so apparently just read online. 3 stars are confirmed to have coronavirus and go.
Coronavirus!
Coronavirus.
I thought they
Bobby
Should have
did
been
Lashley,
you just say they were all clear.
Bobby Lashley, but he beat it. Corey Graves and Carmella. Apparently, Carmella's doing her stuff.
I wonder how Carmella got it.
If Corey Graves and Carmella have.
Exactly. I wonder how all 3 of them got it.
Corey-
Who's next? Lana.
Lana, for sure, because her and Bobby are always physical with one
And they're
another.
always making out like, give me that chocolate. Always fucking. They're making out hard. You see that one time where, like, Lashley, Rusev was laid out in the ring, and she, like, put her leg up on him, and she was just, like, kissing him. And I
she
forgot.
really-
I think
really
Matt
took
was
it
here,
to-
and, like, the
so much
show went
work.
off the air like that, right? If I'm not mistaken, like, they were just going at it on top of each other. And as soon
I'm
as
gonna
they...
take a wild guess.
What?
Matt was sleeping.
No, he was wide awake, and he's just like looking at this. He goes, "What the fuck's going on?" And then as soon as it went off the air, I looked and was like, "Yo, guarantee Bobby Lashley's rock hard right now." Like he's like, yeah, he's like, Lana, you gotta stop. Come on. There's fucking 15,000 people in the crowd. I'm walking around with a fucking semi.
Stop jamming your tongue down my throat.
You can't have sex with me. Your husband's right there on the floor. This is a gimmick. It's an angle.
It's a sum.
It was about to turn into a shoot.
You imagine if she's actually fucking. I wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't.
I don't know. She seemed very comfortable every time they were making.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It just came down.
It definitely came off a bit odd to me.
Yeah.
And I kind of at first I was like, I wonder if her and Rusev.
I love the
broken up in
dipshits.
some
The
sort of way.
dipshits that post the like Rusev posted a picture of a selfie of himself, and then Lana posted a selfie, and it was like the same bed, and it's like I don't know what fucking group they posted it to, but they were like, just in case anyone is thinking that Lana and Rusev aren't still together, like it's the same bed in the background. Yeah, dipshit, it's an angle. We know. You fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
It's still real to me.
Yeah, like what a fucking stupid. What a dummy! I swear to God. Like, they're not really having sex. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, they kiboshed that angle real fast.
You know what though? I told a great story about how I mean, clearly this is speculation, but I told a great story a couple days ago about how the Dungeon of Doom killed Chris Benoit.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus.
and how it was all Kevin Sullivan. Like, cause you know those conspiracy theorists are actually out there thinking that it was Kevin Sullivan. So I gave them the story that they wanted to hear. Like I literally, like, cause I know that there's some people out there that goes, yeah, Kevin Sullivan killed him. So it was me and Brandon on here, and I think somebody else. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the story about how Chris Benoit was murdered, cause by the like in the minds of these conspiracy theorists. And I said it was the Dungeon of Doom, and the Yeti ripped fucking Nancy Benoit from the window, and Ming and the Barbarian grabbed Daniel, right? And Jimmy Hart was trying to be the voice of reason. He was like, I don't know, man. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this, man. Like so. Like it was like this whole like played out, yeah. This whole played out thing, and then I did like this thing where they held the Faces of Fear held Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan gave Daniel the crossface until he died right in front of him, and then like it was like then he killed Nancy, and then he's like, you're next, you son of a bitch, and they took him downstairs and they fucking killed him, and then he turns around and Jimmy Hart's like screaming, like we can't do this anymore, and then he turns around and he goes, listen, you stupid son of a bitch, go get the car before I fucking kill you, and he went and got the car, and you know Kevin Sullivan got out by the skin of his teeth, but then laid all the Bibles just so he can clear his hands, because you know Kevin Sullivan in everybody's eyes worships the devil. Okay, that's what they believe. So they thought Kevin Sullivan was on all out revenge assault to kill Chris Benoit. They don't want to believe that Chris Benoit was just a fucking psychopath that had that his brain was made of peanut butter and just decided one afternoon that he didn't want to be fucking married anymore. You know, because I think secretly he was in love with Eddie Guerrero after watching that Dark Side of the Ring.
So it was Kevin Sullivan that sent the text messages.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan. Then Kevin Sullivan took the phone and he goes, "Hold on a sec. He's been talking to Chavo." Beep boop 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 boop. Told him some weird fucking.
The dogs are in the garage by the pool.
Yeah, exactly. So then I started to think to myself, what if I started coming up with conspiracy theories for other weird shit that happened backstage?
Oh, Macho Man. Here's one.
Here we go.
Macho Man and Stephanie McMahon.
Macho Man and Stephanie McMahon. Perfect conspiracy theory, Emmanuel. Thank you very much. Now that one, for instance.
This is content, by the way.
I would assume now, if you're anybody, you're just assuming that Stephanie was a young, wet behind the fucking ears young lady who just came into the game one day afternoon because, you know, she wanted to see what Dad did for a living. She just wanted to see, right? So he's like, come on, babe. Come on, young lady. I'm going to show you. And then one day she sees him. She's enamored. She's fucking like just struck by this man. She doesn't know how to explain these feelings that she's feeling bubbling deep within her loins. Okay? But I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is right now, Chris. I'm going to tell you what it is right now, Caden. It's fucking the madness. Because macho madness, as we all know, is more seductive than sex. We all know it. He has said it. He has proven it. Okay? So it is a proven fact that it's more seductive than sex. So that just radiates off Macho Man Randy Savage. You cannot Stop that. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay? And this poor young lady, she doesn't fucking understand what's going on. So she's just walking into this and just this raw sexual energy is hitting her. The savage energy, if you will. Okay?
Yep.
If you will, she's got caught with the madness. If you catch my drift there, Chris. All right?
Freak out,
So
brother.
he goes on a little bit longer. He wrestles his matches. She's too young, right? So she goes home. But she'll never forget that day. And then one afternoon, now she's 18 years old. Now she's a young, fresh 18-year-old girl. She comes back to the game. Hey, Dad, I want to come back. I think I want to get into the business. My daughter, I'm so proud of you. Come on back, right? Let's just peg this timeline right in 1991, right when Savage got knocked out of the wrestling game, so he wasn't wrestling no more. You know, he was down on his luck, right? So one afternoon, she catches Mach sitting on a cargo box, just like this, upset. Now Macho, what? What Macho Man would never be that depressed. Savage is too intense for that shit, right? So she walks up to him and she says, Randy, what's wrong? And she just leans on the thing like this. And he looks at her and he goes, Stephanie, I'll tell you right now, your dad is really getting on my damn nerves. I'll tell you, I want to come back. And he says, no. He wants me to be just the goddamn commentator. I don't want to call the action. I want to be in it. He gets right into it, because Macho Man's intense. He can't just be calm. So now she's getting, oh my God. She's shivering by the raw magnitude of Randy. And she goes, well, maybe I could talk to him. Maybe I can help you out. And then he goes, would you do that for me, Stephanie? Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like loyalty. That's right. I'm going to ride the lightning bolt across the sky to the other side. I like that. And then she was like, don't worry, I got you. And then she went to Vince and talked to Vince. Lo and behold, next thing you know, Randy is all of a sudden getting cooked up in some shit with Ric Flair. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Right? And all of a sudden, now in between all this, when nobody knows, is Randy and Stephanie have been exchanging phone calls back and forth, little limericks like, oh, I miss you, Randy. It's nice it's just been so long since I've seen you. And he's like, that's right, Stephanie. It's nice to have someone to talk to when I'm down on my luck. Yeah. So he was just getting into it too. Like, so one afternoon, they're at a fucking Christmas party. Everybody's there. The McMahons, the Savages, the Hogans, the fucking Flair. Everybody's there. We're all having a great time. Right? The Bam Bam Bigelows. The fucking... The Psycho Sids. I'm sorry, the Sid Justice he wasn't psycho at that time. Okay? Right? He wasn't psycho. Right? The Yokozunas. Right? And they're all hanging out, and now she's having a couple of drinks. Man, Vince is like, it's the Christmas party. Linda, let her have a couple of fucking drinks, let loose. Then Randy's at the bar, going bing and bob, boom to people, and he's like, yeah, that's right. Everybody's loving it. She's loving it. Next thing you know, they're making out in the fucking broom closet. How did they get there? Randy doesn't know, but it happened, right? And now he's like, oh my God, what am I doing right now? Next thing you know, down she goes, downtown, all night long. He's like, whoa, yeah, snap into it. Right? So now they've taken it to no man's land, if you will. If you will. They've taken it to no man's land. So now he's like, and now, because, Randy doesn't just go into things. He jumps in. Like, I mean, we've seen him with Elizabeth, so we know how crazy Randy can get when it comes to the ladies. Right? So he gets into it. And they start dating a lot. But they're behind everybody's back. No one knows what's going on. Next thing you know, Stephanie is like trouncing in the fucking WWE backstage. She's like swaying all happy. Like, what the fuck is with this girl? Okay, what's going on with this girl? And Ric Flair looks at her and he's like this. I'll tell you what, the only time a woman walks like that is when she's had a stiff one in her. Woo! Right? And then Mr. Perfect goes, ha ha ha, you sick bastard. And Bobby Brain, he's like, I can't hang out with these fucking guys anymore. Jesus Christ. Right? So, and then, like, Randy comes in, and all of a sudden, Stephanie walks by, and she gives him one of these, like, she doesn't say anything, she just kind of giggles and walks by, and Macho goes, stiff, right, just like one of those, like, stiff, nice to see you, right, and then they walk by. It was a little pleasant thing, but Ric Flair knows sexual chemistry, my friend, when he sees it, okay, and Rick goes up to him and then goes, hey, Daddy, what the fuck was that? And Randy goes, hey, Rick, why don't you fucking mind your business? Got nothing to do with you. And he just walks away. Because, Randy doesn't want no trouble. So now Rick doesn't like what he just sees. And Rick turns around, he looks back at Kurt. He looks back at Kurt. Now I'm birth naming this guy, all right? He looks back at Kurt and he goes, come over here, Kurt. And Kurt goes, and Bobby goes, oh no, not again. And he goes, get over here, Bobby. And Bobby goes, God damn it. He goes, what do you guys want now? And Rick and Kurt Hennig and Bobby the Brain Heenan, they go into the fucking war room and they sit and Bobby goes, I want 5, and he goes, listen, Bobby, I want you, because first off, you get me a fucking glass of scotch, a double right now. So Bobby goes and gets him a glass of scotch. He turns around to Kurt Hennig and he goes, listen, you call yourself Mr. Perfect, right? Well, then you need to be the perfect detective, and I need you to find out everything that you need to know about Macho Man Randy Savage, Stephanie McMahon, and Miss Elizabeth. We need to know what's going on. There might be a love triangle here. And Kurt Hennig goes, what are you talking about? He just said hello. He goes, no, Daddy. Woo, that ain't your boy. He knows when people are messing around, right? So, all right. So Kurt Hennig goes, all right, bro, I'm going to do it, right? So he starts to hire, he hires Brooklyn Brawler. He hires fucking Terry Taylor, Red Rooster. He starts hiring all of these like fucking jobs. Guys that, they can't get no work as athletes because they're not good, right? So he goes around, he gets fucking Bad News Brown. He goes, you come over here. Bad News goes, what the fuck you doing? Don't you ever say that to me. And he goes, I'm sorry, Bad News, please don't kill me, right? And then he says, listen, I need you to give me some dirt on what's going on with Mach. Mach is up to no good. And he goes, what are you talking about? Mach is up to no good. He's like, he's up to something. And all of a sudden, from the distance, they hear this. Trust me. Oh, what the fuck was that? Right, so Rick and fucking Bad News turn around. It's Jake the Snake Roberts. He comes walking out, and he goes, word around the water cooler is Stephanie is rocking the Macho Man's world. And they're like, where the fuck did you hear this? And he goes, trust me. And he winks and he goes into the shadows, disappears. Like, what the fuck just happened? Right? So now Rick runs back to Kurt Hennig and he goes, dude, did you see what and Kurt Hennig's like, what? Judy, and he tells the whole story, and they go, "What? All right, I'm gonna really get to the bottom of this." So then Kurt goes on an all-out assault. Like I said, he hires all these jobbers. Boom, 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 boom. And they start asking around. Next thing you know, Kurt Hennig's got some pictures that can't get out. Okay. So now, what do? So now Rick says, you know what? I got an idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play with Macho Man. I'm gonna tell them they're about Elizabeth being naked, but they're really not. They're Macho Man and Stephanie. And Macho Man's like, what the fuck's going on here? I can't let that happen. So they fight at WrestleMania, one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. Okay? And Macho Man wins, brother. Pictures don't get seen. Macho Man goes backstage. He goes, I need those fucking pictures right now. You said if I beat you, I can have those damn things. So, Ric Flair goes, God, you son of a bitch. He gives him the pictures. He rips them up. No one ever sees them, right? So now Macho Man's like, oh, God, that was a close one. He cools it down. Stephanie comes up. He goes, oh, my God, I can't believe you saved us. And Macho Man goes, listen, Stephanie, I know you love me. I know your loins are burning for the Macho Man. I get it. I understand it. But right now, we got to cool the jets. We got to cool them as fast as possible. We got to Mr. Freeze those things. You know what I'm saying? Can't happen anymore. Stephanie's upset. Stephanie runs away crying. Macho Man goes back to his life. Whew. That was close. Until 1994. Stephanie comes crawling back up the fucking tree. What's going on, Randy? What's going on, Randy? She Vanilla Skies his ass, boys. She Vanilla Skies his ass. And he goes, what the fuck is going on? I can't handle this shit. And one afternoon or one night, right on Raw, he walks out and goes to WCW. Never to be seen again in WWF.
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky reference.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Ooh, visual.
I mean, off the top of your head, that was awesome. I mean, you
That
said
was
you
pretty
created
good.
credit, so.
Couple years later, who's she with? She with Triple H, man. I'm just saying. It was a vicious cycle. And he's caught up in that shit. He can't get out of it. She's Vanilla Sky in his ass, too. He can't get out of it. He's stuck. He's just stuck. He's like, what am I going to do?
Really playing the long con on that one too.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Triple H has been with her. I mean, they got, 3 girls with each other?
Yeah, exactly. Triple H is cursed. She's like, I'm only going to give you women, bitch. You're never going to have a man to carry on your name, pussy.
She goes full Diane Lane Godfather and has the kid aborted.
Yeah.
It was a son. I never want another one of you running around here.
Or Vince McMahon's the one pulling the strings the whole time. Slips her something that makes the baby make sure it turns female.
Stephanie turns around and she goes, I can't believe you did that to me, Dad. You shut up, you bitch. You gotta give me a... Well, you know what it is? I just find it ironic that Shane had 3 sons and she had 3 girls.
Yeah, Shane's got 3 boys.
Tony, why does she sound like
No.
Ray Romano?
I don't know. Why would you do this to me, Dad? I can't believe you. I can't do a good Stephanie McMahon voice. She always sounds like she sounds like the perfect cunt, though. right?
It was a lot more whiny and high pitched.
Yeah. Yeah, oh
Back
my
in the
god.
day.
When she was back in the day, she's like, oh my god! Like, I fucking hate it.
My dad.
Yeah. My husband!
Oh, very, very whiny.
uh, that's
Now she
my,
kind of has like a raspy smoker's cough.
yeah, now
voice
she's
to
like,
Charlotte, too.
my name is Stephanie.
That's
You-
what
I bet-
happens when you start working out and doing a little bit of
Oh yeah,
drugs
she's definitely doing testosterone. She's like, shoot it in my ass, Hunter.
for sure.
Gotta pound out this super set. Bah! Bah! Bah!
And they
Play
get-
my
they get
play
the
my
good-
theme
they get
song,
the good
pussy.
stuff.
Bah!
They
Bah!
get the good stuff.
Just fucking jacking up a fucking curling bar. I'm all grown up. That's our whole theme song. Now you're playing the old one, the new one. You're like, fuck that shit. I'm all grown up. Triple H is just crying in the corner. Macho Man had it right. Think I'm crazy. Macho Man's like,
I
God,
mean,
thank God.
I don't think Triple H got the short end of the stick on this
No.
one. I mean,
Well,
he still
Macho,
gets the-
Macho Man got to
he
bang
gets a
Gorgeous
pretty
George.
good life,
Macho
you know?
Man became a rapper.
don't know,
Macho Man lived a pretty interesting life after he left the WWE. I think it's
Greatest
if you
eating
compare,
ever.
if you tell me that post, you know what I mean, Macho Man leaving, the point Macho Man leaving, who had a better life? Macho Man from that point on, or Triple H from that
Oh,
point
well,
on?
hold on, because Macho Man
You
made a
know.
lot of money in WCW, and they said Macho Man was very good at saving his money, so Macho Man never lived uncomfortable.
I'm not saying poverty. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that was a different. I'm sure Macho Man would have loved to have had a lot more in the ring, not from what he got in WCW. As much as he
Well, I
made
mean,
money there,
He had a great,
You
he
know
had a
what I mean?
great run
It's
at
not like
WCW. I think he had a great run at WCW. Yeah,
For the most part.
the DDP, that feud he had with DDP was like one of his prominent ones.
That was a good one.
And then, I mean, the one with Hogan was good, but Hulk Hogan is just Hulk Hogan. Like, listen, brother, you'll always be second fiddle to me. Ha 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 ha.
Never got to pin Hogan.
Yeah.
He never got to pin Hogan, so.
No, exactly.
Same could be-
That's really what it
same
was.
could be said
I think that's why he was so mad, because he never got his receipt. So like when he like went and did Be a Man Hogan, the rap album, that great rap album, that should have went double platinum.
yeah.
But did
Randy Savage, the first rapper to go platinum with no features.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hollywood Hogan, you killed.
Yeah, you keyword. The perfect friend. The perfect friend should have won a Grammy. Okay? So I'm saying.
How many songs did he have on this album?
Oh, I like 12 or 14 or some shit. But the best, they were all wrestling related. Like you said, you had one called The Perfect Friend, which was all about Kurt Hennig. It was the funniest song I'd ever heard in my life.
Let's here we go. Be a Man.
Be a Man was about Hogan.
So we have the 14 songs.
Yeah,
There
14.
was a 47-second intro, so that counts as one of them. But so there were 13 songs.
I was definitely a Macho
So-
Man promo. Get
so
ready
that-
to listen to the man that says he reaches across the sky. I'm about to rap for you. Too sweet to be sour, too hot to hold, too cold.
Got the sickest beats in all the land.
Hogan, you're a
Florida's
pussy.
hottest hip hop producers. Yeah, dig it.
Hogan, you're a pussy. Be a man. It's right.
First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim, brother.
So he's got I'm Back. Are you
That's
ready?
why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Oh yeah.
Hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Let's get it on.
You know what, Brandon? That was basically wrestling's version of Millions.
For real, it was.
There's Remember Me. Tear It Up. Macho Thang. Be a Man, obviously. Get Back. Feel the Madness. What's that all about? Gonna Be Trouble. And Perfect Friend.
I just want to know when that was going on, right? Who in their right mind was sitting there next to Randy and saying like, "Bro, you should be a rapper. Like you should get into the rap game. Like you You have this one like who was sitting at the table like when Randy was eating his fucking his grilled chicken and rice, right? At some fucking some
Randy Poffo? Well, I think you should do this,
Fucking
Randy.
some-
It's a great opportunity for your career.
some
The
dude-
reviews
some-
online are like all 1 star.
some dude some dude comes up to him, sits next to him, goes, Macho Man Randy Savage. You know what? You've done a lot of things.
Yeah, some dude he met at the gym,
Yeah,
probably.
you've done some things in your life, but you know one thing you've never done? And he was like, what's that? And he's like, you never rapped.
Oh, he was probably met like the actual rappers in the gym. Like, oh shit, son, that's Randy Savage, son.
Yo, Randy, you had the greatest flow in my. And when I was a kid, you had the greatest flow. I used to listen to you. I just wanted to be just like you. And then Randy's like,
Guys do rap.
everybody
Yeah,
wanted
kinda
to be
big.
the madness. And then Macho was like, you think I could rap? I was thinking about making a rap song about that punk Hulk Hogan. And they were probably like, yo, Randy, I got a studio. Come on down. And then he went down. And he probably sang this shit. And then they was probably like, yo, we could probably help you with some lyrics. And he was probably like, okay, I like where this is headed. Yeah, we're cooking with gas. Right? So they started cooking with some gas, and they was writing lyrics like, what was your beef with Hogan? So he was probably telling his side of the story, right? Obviously, son of a bitch screwed me, took my wife, tried to take my fucking
Looking
job.
at lusting
right?
around.
Wanted me to get bit by a cobra. Next thing you know, Snake's the champ. All this fucking shit. They was telling these people, and they were like, yo, Randy Macho Man Savage is a psychopath. I think we need to make a rap album with this guy ASAP. Right? And they were like, yo, Randy, you should make some fucking songs, bro. And he was probably like, you know what? I like where this is headed. Write them down, and I'm get on that track, right? And they went in, he got in the motherfucking studio, and he started laying down, them beats, and he started singing, oh yeah, and they were like, yo, we got ourselves a motherfucking hit right now. Like, we got ourselves a motherfucking hit. Get Diddy on the phone. Tell him he's got somebody to contend with. His name is Macho Man Randy Savage.
Diddy?
Call fucking Jay-Z. Call fucking all these idiots right now. Tell them they got a new greatest of all time on the Mount Rushmore hip hop. His name is Randy Macho Man Savage. And that's what that's what they must have been thinking. Like when they heard him singing these insane beats and these insane rhymes in the booth right now, right? Like, think about it. You're the fucking producer. You're sitting there at the table like this. You're going like this, right? While he's sitting in the thing, just rhyming. You're going like this, right? And you got the other producer sitting next to you like this, and you look around, you look at him like this. You go, we got a motherfucking hit right now, right? You're just like that the whole time. And then when Randy goes, hell with that cut sound, and you hit the button, boot, Randy, that was fucking fantastic. I think we're just gonna run it back one more time, boot, yo. We about to blow up Randy Macho Man Savage. Be a man right now. Let's go. Boop, boop. And they play that beat, and he raps the same way he just did. Wasn't any different. It was just Macho Man Randy Savage talking, pretty much, right? And then at the end, they go, man, I can't wait for this shit to hit. I can't wait. And then the shit hits and nothing happens. And then Macho Man goes, I thought you said it was going to be a star. And the guy's like, yo, Randy, the money dried up, man. I can't get no studio time.
There's no such thing as SoundCloud.
Yeah, yo. Bro,
it's still another 10 years before SoundCloud gets invented.
Yo, Randy, brother, you
simplifies distribution of music.
Apparently, the record company that recorded it, it's nothing big, and they
was financed by drug money, probably.
They moved on to working with punk bands, pretty much, like emo punk bands.
Oh, okay.
Randy Macho Man Savage drained them of all their money. They probably like.
So it wasn't the local coke dealer business front.
When Randy Savage came back into the mix, they were probably like, yo, we can't recover from this. Randy Savage is a nut job. Like, you know what? Let's just do punk bands. I can't do another professional wrestler wanting to be a rapper. I just can't. Can you imagine, like if Mojo Rawley puts out a fucking rap album tomorrow, I might
Fuck that guy.
I might slip my wrist.
Oh.
I might slip my wrist. Mojo Rawley might be the dumbest wrestling. Who saw talent there? I want to know. I want names. I want to know.
Stupid talent?
Vince McMahon saw a big dude. And the only reason...
He's so vascular.
Yeah, the only reason right now he still has a job because he's so close with Ron Gronkowski.
That's the only reason.
And that'll bring him, and that'll keep him on the paper for a little bit.
They're going to quickly realize that Rob Gronkowski literally serves no purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
what? He serves no purpose.
No, but I did notice that it got WrestleMania on Fox 1 now.
Yeah, they got five. They've been trying to work that out for a while.
You're gonna order WrestleMania through the Fox app.
they need something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody needs something.
I just like how all of a sudden
they
all
don't have any other sports.
these motherfuckers now are like, oh,
Wrestling.
wrestling's gonna provide a distraction and it's gonna get record numbers. Like, oh, but 3 years ago, you was talking about how fake and stupid it was.
2 years.
I
What the
said
fuck
it.
you mean?
Guys,
2 weeks
I said
ago.
it before. I'm telling you, the only good thing that's gonna come, the only good thing for WWE, and it's gonna be bad for us, that's gonna come out of this, is that going forward, WrestleMania is gonna be 2 nights.
Yeah, that's about the only good thing.
They're gonna get record numbers this time, and they're gonna use that.
Oh,
as
yes.
I stop there. Let's do it 3 nights, pal.
Exactly. Like you're feeding Vince McMahon at this point. You know that he would love to.
I
move
have
that
an
to
idea.
2 night event.
WrestleMania week.
And he just literally just kills the indie
Well,
scene
think
in
about
one
it. They
fell
already
swoop.
do.
We'll have the Hall of
there's
Fame
the
on
guarantee.
Tuesday. Yes.
Now that
Fuck the Hall of
NXT,
Fame.
look, now that
Bruh.
NXT is main brand, is one of the main brands, right? You could make WrestleMania 2 nights and fill it in without having to do NXT Takeover on the weekend, and just do Hall of Fame on the Friday, and then you're done.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's
Yeah,
exactly how they'll do it.
yeah, you're right.
My God.
Probably.
It's gonna suck. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so much.
You know, the thing is, I
wrestling.
was thinking, like you can't bring anybody back that would, like, entice me anymore. Like, nobody work. No, none of it works. Like, Shawn Michaels looks like a cancer person who was cosplaying Triple H.
Oh.
That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like. I love Shawn Michaels. Do you have any idea the heartbreak that was within me when I saw that, and I just saw him like do a half-ass like 65-year-old super kick, like my fault for me. My name's Shawn.
That was
55.
That was probably like a $5 million super kick.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But just
Goddamn right.
like, it's just annoying to me. Like, that's it. That's the only reason you're doing it now. You're just doing it for money. Hey, come on, bro. You don't have enough? No, it's Vince McMahon going, they want to see the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, the showstopper, the icon. Right? And Shawn's like this, getting jacked up in his head, like, I can still fucking wrestle. I can hang with these idiots, right? And he's 55 and he can't. Right? Like, same thing with The Undertaker. You're the goddamn dead man. Phenom. The American badass. And Undertaker's like, you motherfucker, you're right, I am. You know what? I'll come back. I'll wrestle Roman Reigns. And then sucks. Why? Because you're fucking 50-something years old and you're 6'10", you fucking dummy. Your body's giving out. Please, I love
Nothing
you.
will be worse than him versus Goldberg.
Oh, I didn't even watch that shit. I can't watch another wrestling anymore.
Oh, that was fucking money.
I watched a lot of clips of that match. and
Oh, so
that
good.
That was
His face when they botched the tombstone is like just
Was amazing.
like he's just like, you
Like
motherfucker.
I said, it didn't matter. Monsoor stole the show, so it's cool.
it's. I mean, at the same time, it's like, you know, I get you wanna, it's a prime example of why a lot of them just kind of stay retired.
I love how that one moment
Payday.
everybody just went real quiet when I
Yeah.
said that.
When an old man has to lecture and scold another old man, you suck. You shouldn't be
It sounded
wrestling.
like grumpy,
You should be wrestling.
grumpy old man. That's the worst.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I can only imagine how that went down. Like Goldberg's backstage like this, going, I gave it my best shot. And Undertaker goes, hey, fuckface, what the fuck was that?
Fuck was that shit?
Right? Hey, you're gonna call yourself a professional wrestler? I suggest you learn how to do it, dummy. And then Goldberg's like, what is this fucking guy saying? He's next. Oh, I'm Goldberg. But you don't understand something, motherfucker. You don't talk to the Undertaker. Undertaker will knock his ass out. Undertaker's like, listen, motherfucker. I'm sitting in pools with tigers. The fuck are you doing?
Yo, that explains him doing those Saudi shows. He wants tiger money.
He wants tiger money. Yeah.
The Joe Exotic money.
He probably got a tiger from them. They
Oh, for
probably-
real?
Here's a cub.
Yeah, we got it. We have a tiger guy.
Undertaker was probably like, one day went to the zoo with Michelle, right? And she was petting. She goes, oh my God, Mark, this thing is so pretty. Isn't it? Look how cute. And Undertaker's like, hey, baby, you want that fucking thing? Yeah, hold on a sec. Hey, come here. And guy walks over. This thing for sale? And Joe Exotic don't give a shit. He goes, hell yeah, it's for sale. $2,000.
Said Joe
Two
Exotic.
two
I'm
fucking
broke as
grand.
shit.
I'm broke as shit. I sometimes do drugs and I've had kinky sex. So yes, that is for sale. $2,000. Like, all right, dead on. $2,000. Hold on a sec. Whips that shit out. Pays him. He's like, hey, Michelle, you got yourself a tiger. What do you want to name it? name it Faith. There, Faith it is. Okay, Jesus, we love him. Nah, it's our tiger. We'll bring it back when it's too big and we can't take care of it anymore. That's what they do. It gets too big. They realize that it costs like $5,000 a week to feed the fucking thing, and they go, huh? Wait.
They eat like 200 pounds of meat a
Like,
week or some shit, right?
I don't even eat $5,000 of food in a year. I think I'm gonna take this thing back. And they go back to Joe Exotic, and he goes, "What the fuck you want?" And he's like, I can't take care of this thing no more. You need to take it back." Well, what the fuck? Gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. What's it gonna cost me? I got a wrestling show coming up in a couple weeks, and I want you to perform on it. Undertaker goes, no, take this fucking thing back before I kill you. And then he goes, on second thought, I think I'm gonna go with that plan. Give me that tiger.
Because he just casually walked in with a fucking tiger. Just
It's the Undertaker, just like this. Come on. And like you hear the, "You done it now," and he walks over the fucking back of the truck with the tiger, right? "You gone and made a big mistake," right? He's just like this, holding the tiger. And that's how I picture the Undertaker handling a tiger. Now that's me. I don't know how you would picture it. You might picture it as like, "Down, boy, stop!" Like that. Like I wouldn't. I just picture the Undertaker being the alpha and the tiger listening. He goes, "Here, take this thing." The tiger just walks over and looks back at Undertaker like, "Please don't leave me with this fucking idiot." And he's like, "Come on, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna take you with my other cats." Then he goes, "Come on over here, John." And then his boyfriend walks over and takes the cat. He kisses him. He smacks him on the ass. "Go ahead, put him in the cage over there with the rest of the cats. We're gonna feed it later. Bye, Undertaker. It's nice seeing you."
Don't support that bitch, Carol Baskin.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, before you leave, Carol Baskin's a bitch.
Apparently, they had an interview with Triple H, and they asked if WrestleMania would be 2 nights happening, like if it would happen again in the future. And he said, "Oh, the world's changing. You know,
dude, they're not stupid.
I think there are opportunities we'll see and explore."
Triple H can't say anything because they demoted him. He doesn't want to get demoted again.
This is the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah, because now
apparently Lesnar ripped into it.
Now is that a true? Was that a true story?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Lesnar fucking snapped on McMahon.
Yeah, he said he doesn't care about people because he's doing this shit
Yeah.
during the coronavirus.
He only cares
It's not
about
the
money.
first time it's going on. It won't be the last.
Yeah,
But at the same
they'll
time,
bring Lesnar back.
they pissed off Lesnar because he's like, he gets there and he just wants to leave. Like, let's do this so I can go. And they're telling him, "Oh, you gotta wait. We gotta film other people."
But Brock Lesnar should have turned around and been like, "You know what? I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. Fuck this place.
I'm not gonna fight Drew McIntyre. Sorry." Drew McIntyre goes, "No, stay, please."
That's literally what he did to New Japan.
Yeah. "No, please, don't leave. This is my only chance to be champion, please." And then go Brock
Why does
Lesnar.
he sound like a Mexican?
Yeah.
Wait a
That doesn't make
minute.
it sound really Mexican.
I don't fucking know how to do a Scottish accent, and I don't care to fucking
It's
learn.
Scottish like this. You gotta just over pronounce everything.
There you go. There you go. You over pronounce everything. Hey, please, Brock, don't leave
Over.
me, please. No. Oh, please. I need you.
And unnecessarily roll your arms.
Oh my God, please don't leave.
And just start talking like Milo McTucker.
Now, all of a sudden, now Drew sounds French when Tony does it.
Groundskeeper, what do you-
Wee wee poo poo, please don't leave. Hey. You're all I have to be, champion.
French. He sounds French Canadian. Like, you sound like you're from
that would be
Quebec.
if that one idiot. Remember that one idiot used to do the dance? What was that idiot? Rene Dupree.
Rene Dupree.
Yeah, Rene Dupree. He came back all jacked. "My name is Rene Dupree. APP, Jushu, gonna kick your ass." And he came back all jacked. He won the belt too. People were nuts. Remember Rene Dupree danced around the fucking ring? I used to love that guy. Fucking idiots.
No.
Like they can't bring
PCO.
anybody
If
back.
PCO came to WWE.
Katie, you don't remember Rene Dupree?
Oh no, I do. It's fucking horrible.
Go bring back Rod Conway. Just look at me, and everybody goes nuts. This is the kind of shit they're scraping.
First of all, I'd pop for that theme song. I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
See, Malik, you're the problem.
No
Facts.
one left. There's really no one left to
No.
bring back.
Edge came
I
out.
said I would pop for the theme song.
My brother was like, Edge came back, and I was like, so? And he was like, I just thought you wanted to know. I was like, nah. I was like, I don't care about Edge. You know why? Because I don't think I know him. Da da da.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Theme song. I hate fucking Edge though. I'm not a fan. Like Randy Orton RKO'd him and then stomped on his head with a chair and then slapped the hair and then RKO'd his wife. I was all for it. I cheered that shit. I said, Randy Orton, God salute you. You are a fucking gentleman and a scholar. Get rid of Edge. You do not need him back here. No one cared that you were gone for 9 years. You were doing Vikings. Do that shit. You know, if you found your place, in the mystical.
He was doing that. He was doing that other show before Vikings though,
What
for
was that?
longer.
On Sci-Fi.
What show?
On Sci-Fi, Haven.
Yeah.
Haven.
Okay,
Haven,
so
yeah.
there you go. You became a great actor. No one needs you coming
I
back.
don't know about that.
All right.
I don't know about that. He became an okay actor.
Then he comes back. He comes back on Monday Night Raw. He cuts the same tired ass promo where he gets real low and then he gets real loud. Like, I'm coming for you, Randy. In the last man standing match. Like, oh my God, guy, you cut the same fucking promos. Like, you're so stupid. No one cares. What's next? Christian! And he's gonna come walking out like he did on ECW and nobody cared.
You
Remember when he walked out?
shut your mouth. Christian is a god.
Yeah, Christian. He's gonna walk out and go, "I'm a close
Chris
your
Caden's
eyes,
favorite
I'm
wrestler is
a
Christian.
He's gonna go,
That's why
yeah.
you're Chris.
Christian's back. Christian's back, and not one single fan gives a rat's ass. Like, yeah, I love you guys. No one cares. No one's gonna care. Who's it? Like Ron Harper's gonna come running back into WWE, and everybody's gonna go
Ron
bananas.
Harper.
Wow. Again with the Ron Harper.
Like that fucking guy's gonna come
I
running
love
back
it.
in. Like, come on.
Ron Harper.
Like, it's just like hard to watch sometimes, Chris Caden. I think it's hard to watch.
Starting forward for your Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Boo! Carver at 6'9".
Ron Harper.
My God.
Yeah.
What, you didn't like Brody?
Listen, I assume that they made him the exalted one because they didn't want the obvious choice.
He's
Matt
the
Hardy.
exalted one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't want the obvious, like it's gonna be Matt Hardy, and that'd be too obvious. So they'd be like, "Oh,
Correct.
We'll throw a curveball and have him fight Chris Jericho." Which the Chris
That's
Jericho
exact-
promo,
That
Chris
is
Jericho
exactly
promo,
what they said.
the Chris Jericho promo was hysterical yesterday. Or
Chris
Wednesday.
Jericho is a god
When
as
he
well.
first of when he got out of the hot tub in full leather pants, I almost fell out of the chair laughing. Like, why is he in a hot tub in pants?
Release
Oh,
the hound.
Yeah, and then the release the hound, these little dogs come running out and then when he runs and he goes, "Come back, on! That son of a bitch stole my shirt." Like, it was just that to me is like, that's why I like AEW better than WWE right now during this lockdown, because WWE has to follow a distinct script for WrestleMania because of WrestleMania storylines. You have to follow the distinct storylines. AEW doesn't have that governor; they can just kind of roam free and just do what the fuck they want, and they're letting the wrestlers have fun, and it's showing on camera, and people are starting to enjoy it more. Like, you could tell. But when you watch WWE, you could just tell it's, oh, this thing would have been done with a full crowd, or if there was no crowd at all. This is
Like
just,
that Elias moment. Like that
Yeah.
Elias moment would have been
This
much
is- this
sicker
is-
if like a
this is-
crowd.
Yes, but this is segmented out perfectly. Even if there was a crowd, if there was no crowd, this was going to happen the same exact way. It was going to play out. They didn't throw anything. They didn't say fuck it. Let's just switch things up. Let's just like AEW said fuck it. Let's just have.
Well,
fun.
like take the Elias thing for example. Do you think he was probably just meant to throw him off the stage,
Well,
and
I
because
don't.
they had?
I think the only reason they did that
center?
balcony thing was because it was an empty arena and they could do it. They could.
Yeah, and they could just edit it.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Let's talk about that Montez Ford dive, though.
they're saying he like broke his back.
Nah,
He
he
got
was just playing.
Fucked up. He got fucked up.
Nah,
Well,
he hurt himself.
Here's
for
the
sure,
thing.
But he didn't break.
Here's the thing, dude. That's the problem with that kind of shit. It's like when you take that risk, like that guy didn't even catch him. That guy looked up and it was like too late. Like, oh, there you are. Whoops.
We need to clip that and then like pause it in midair when he's at the height, and then like the record scratch, and it was like at this moment is when he knew he fucked up.
Or it's like gotta be like the Dukes of Hazzard where he goes up in the air and it goes, well, now you know he's screwed. And it goes dan dan dan, and it goes like to the commercial break.
I think both of those work.
Yeah.
I like it.
You got to be careful when you do those moves, man, because at any moment, look what happened to the Undertaker. Undertaker almost died.
Yeah,
The
that
new
was when
Snooker, baby.
Snooker's son was on the outside as
Yeah.
a cameraman and didn't
That-
catch him.
Doesn't know how to catch somebody.
Yeah, that fucking dipshit. He was just like, ha, I got you. Never mind. He was just
No,
like,
what did he do? He put his hands in front of him. He's like, yeah, oh shit.
he's like, I got you. No, I don't. Sorry, Undertaker. And Undertaker was just like, oh, hi, Canvas. Oh,
He did,
wait.
he did a Miz before it was called The Miz.
Undertaker sat up. He thought he was still married to Sarah. He was
Tiger.
like, Sarah. And Sean was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You married to Michelle McCool. Undertaker's like, DDP?
Oh,
Diamond Dallas Page, dude, that guy still looks fantastic. Guy doesn't age now that he discovered yoga. You know?
Oh yeah.
it's all about the DDP yoga.
He was on Joe
Look,
Rogan.
he brought Jake the Snake back to life. I mean, come
Jake
on.
the Snake's
Blood
trying to
Scott
come.
Hall.
Jake the Snake cuts promos now. He sounds more horrifying than ever because of the years of
He
drugs
does.
and shit.
I don't think. I think he's just talking naturally. That's just how he talks now.
Yeah.
Because his lungs can barely garner enough air to.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely is old and needs to stay home already.
He's
but-
like, hello Nick, hi Cody. I went and I found the sickest guy I could find. His name is Lance Hoyt, or it's Lance Archer. I'm sorry, Lance Archer. And then he's like Lance Hoyt. That was his name in Impact, right? And then he goes
Horrible.
Lance Archer. And then they show Lance Archer. And he's got this long Bianca Belair ponytail, and you think to yourself like, guy, you're not intimidating. You're tall, but it should have been Ron Harper. You should have came out.
He was funny. He was funny in New Japan when he was just running into the crowd and yelling at people.
When
Yeah,
Jake the
he
Snake.
didn't give a shit.
When Jake the Snake was like, I got this guy, and I got them as a consultant. I'm thinking, oh, it's immediately Harper is going to be this guy because they would fit together like two puzzle pieces. And I think that because it was obvious. That would be another obvious thing. Like Matt Hardy's the Exalted one, Luke Harper's with Jake the Snake, and then Lance Archer is just a wrestler that shows up. So what they did was they all right, well, why don't we just put Lance with Jake because Lance can't cut a promo. Clearly, still can after all these years, right? So you put him with Jake. Jake can speak, right? Then you let Luke or whatever the fuck his name is speak, and he can bring himself up. He can bring himself up, and you can let him be the Exalted one, and then we'll just throw Matt Hardy into a main event spot and make that a big reveal, and then Matt can fight Jericho, and that could just be Jericho's way out of the belt. Because that title tournament is going to come down to Cody and Archer.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Because that's going to be Cody's way back to the belt. Because remember how Cody wasn't allowed to win the belt no more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be Cody's way back to the belt. It's so obvious, dude. I could still.
Can be a combination of that and Moxley. Moxley will give.
John Moxley coming out to din and then, right? And he goes,
I didn't agree to that.
I sound like Steve-O. Kick, DDT. I got a hot wife.
It's just true.
His wife is so fucking. She's a smoke show.
The pop that he got out of Booker T
True wrestling fan.
on that show that they do on Fox when he made the cameo.
That was great.
That was funny.
You know, it would have been funny if he would have shown up at the AEW Wednesdays. Bang! And his wife would have been like, get away, stop. I can't believe he just did that. Vince gets mad.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that, guys. This is my husband. He's lunatic fringe.
I'm just real sorry. Real sorry.
Fucking theme songs, man. They're ridiculous. You know which one I love? I love Darby Allin. That song fits that guy to a T.
That's a great song. Yeah. I have that song in my catalog.
That's what it sounds like, by the way. That's dead on what it sounds like.
I've definitely not heard this song.
It's horrible.
It's a great song.
That's a
Why
song.
you gotta put the theme, though?
I know Darby. I've met him multiple times. I know the guy.
I popped him once at a show.
Yeah.
Just by rocking out.
He works at Northeast Wrestling. I met him multiple times. The guy is a fantastic individual. Great guy. But he is his gimmick. He is that guy.
Yeah, that's him.
It's not I thought he'd be antisocial to be honest.
I mean, he's not walking around talking to everybody. He's definitely walking the show by himself, in his own world.
The first time I met him, I was at the Six Flags show, right? And I was up on the back balcony doing the hard camera. And next thing you know, all of a sudden I see this shadow next to me, shadow figure, and I'm like, what the fuck? And and I look over, and it's him just sitting there like this. And I went, he scared the shit. I didn't know who the fuck he was. Like, he was obviously a wrestler, but he's had like this face painted and shit. And I was just like, hey man. And he was just like, hey, mind if I just chill? I was like, no man, it's your world, man. I live in it. And he was like, all right, cool, thanks. Right, so I just filmed, and then he goes out. He wrestles JT Dunn, and I see how fucking awesome he was real good in the ring. And then 2 minutes later, after the match, I hear him breathing. I'm filming again. The next match, I hear, and I turn around and look, and he's standing there again. And I was just figuring shit out. He's like, I'm like, he just hung out. And he's like antisocial. I want to hang out in that locker room. So that seemed like I just. And then like now, I made that might have been like the first times he was at NEW, because then after that he seemed more sociable with all the guys, and he was like more talkative. But that first day was.
I mean, at the Civic Center show, like when they were playing all the music, we were setting up. I was like rocking out, and
Yeah,
he was
like,
very clearly entertained by me.
By then he had been in NEW for a while, so he like now he knew the guys. So he was walking around talking to people, and he was much different. But I see. I don't talk to anybody when I go to film. It's just like I'm there.
We very much keep to ourselves at those shows.
I'm there to do work. I'm not there to fraternize. Like I don't give a fuck who's.
And then I get in trouble. And then I get in trouble for hitting the vape pen.
Like,
You get what?
Yeah, well, this dummy.
And
Michael Lombardi.
I mean, I didn't see he was right there.
Standing on the stage smoking cigarettes, and I just heard look at Brandon. He was, and I go, "That's good. Get us kicked out the fucking second we walk in here."
Wasn't the second? It was at least within the first hour.
No, first off, it was the first 2 minutes we were there. You walked in, you're like, all right. And Michael Lombardi's just producing the show. It's like he smelt it from the distance. He went, what the fuck was that? And he goes, and he looks and he sees the vape pen in his hands.
Poor situational awareness. That's what I'm doing.
Right, he's like, you guys can't smoke in here, man. You guys can't smoke in here. I'm like, all right. Matt goes, oh, God, you're going to get us kicked out of here. I go, settle down. They need us. We're cameramen. We're the cameramen. They need us.
Good job, Brandon.
It wouldn't be fun if I didn't almost fuck everything up.
Matt goes outside, hangs out with Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes.
All right. So you're basically ready now, Manny. Trying to tell us.
I'm just creating my character at the
Then he
moment.
comes back. He comes inside and he goes, I just hung out with Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes. And I go, you don't get people. It's, well, it happens so fast. I'm like, oh wow, you're a motherfucker. I was like, you're a motherfucker, man. You hung out with Rob Van Dam. You don't get a guy.
But we also saw her butthole at ringside. Pretty much.
We did.
What?
Yeah, we did.
You seen her gear? Like it's basically just like a thong with her ass hanging out. Like she wears like her ass cut out of her pants, and she does like the butt, like the thing that Naomi does. And she was facing me when she did that, and I'm pretty sure I saw the outer rings of her asshole.
Wow.
Like it was like the outer rings of Saturn.
Real.
I'm very clear. I very clearly saw a different in the pigmentation of the skin.
Real class action.
Good for him. Good for him.
RVD is a god, dude. He's like, all right, you know what? All right, fine. And then like he doesn't. Like, I don't know if his wife died. His wife died. They got divorced. Whatever the fuck. And he's like, what am I gonna do? And then goes to a strip club and then bangs one of the hottest strippers there. And then the stripper turns around and goes, you know what? You want a girlfriend? Let's get a third. And he goes, and he's like, oh shit, you're the best girlfriend ever. Whole fucking show. Rob Van Dam. Now me and you gonna smoke weed and have all the sex, right? Ha 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 ha. And it's like, Rob Van Dam.
That theme song.
The whole fucking show.
That shit is the worst shit I've ever heard.
Yo, the options they give you for making your character.
But you gotta, what happens is you gotta go to the
horrible.
You gotta go to the hairdresser guy.
Oh, what's that, GTA?
Yeah. If you played Red Dead on your PlayStation 3, if you had it, it would be you could choose John Marston as your father.
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I think I did John Marston and a random black woman for my character.
Good. Multicultural.
You know, wanted to represent.
My character in GTA Online looks just like me, a homeless guy. The sweatpants, sweatshirt, and the hat. Yeah. I gave myself an Apple Watch because I said, you know what, I should treat myself. I can't believe I still have all my cars and everything. I was so happy. I didn't delete any of that shit. I was like, oh wow, I still got $1 million in the bank. And then Cheyenne's gonna come on and start putting bounties on me because he's a fucking piece of shit. Cheyenne, if you listen to this, you're a piece of shit. Because I know you're gonna put a bounty on me when I get online. I know you are because you always do. And he goes, ha 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 ha. Hello, Tony. He jumps on the chat and he goes, hello,
Did you
Tony. And he goes, hello.
Did you set up the remote play, Tony?
He fucking birth names me. No, he birth names me because he's a piece of shit. He goes, hello, Anthony. Are you ready for our game? And I go, what are you talking about, Cheyenne? Then all of a sudden I see the thing in the corner go, bring. Cheyenne has put a $9,000 bounty on you. Like, what the fuck, bro? And he goes, this is the game we play, Tony. Ha ha ha. See you soon. Bring. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you know how you can call him the cell phone in the game? That's what he does to me. Like,
That's great.
I say, Cheyenne. I answer and I go, what the fuck? I go, what's up, bud? And he goes, oh, we're about to play a game, Tony. I go, oh, damn it, Cheyenne. And he goes, ha 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 ha. And then, like, I'll be just driving around chilling, listening to fucking music, just singing, right? Lady, give it tonight, right? Just sing, cause the feeling is just so right, right? I'm just dancing, right? Just having a good time. Next thing you know, I'm getting T-boned by Cheyenne in a fucking tank. But the doom, right? Ha 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 ha, and it's blowing up my car. I'm like, dude, I'm just riding in Los Santos, chilling, listening to fucking Lady. And here you come with your fucking tank. You got problems, bro. What the fuck I do to you? Oh my god. As I dance. Oh, your delight. So this is from the PS4?
Yeah, what I do is PS4 has a program that you can install on your computer like really quickly, and it allows you to remote play on your PC. You know what I mean? So I literally just have the PlayStation stays on, I turn on the program, and I just go right to the fucking
Holy
game.
shit, man.
Do you have a Pro? And like, will it transmit that in 4K?
I don't know which one I have. The PlayStation. I just have the
Okay.
PlayStation.
Right.
I don't know what I have.
Do you have like the one that has like a double deck to it, or like just the single deck?
Oh, just a single deck.
Okay, then that's not the Pro.
Yeah. I think it's just the regular one.
The Pro has like that extra
Who's playing tonight?
top layer. Of us three, probably Mr. and him if we summon him. If you want to summons him.
Summon who?
Hit up Tom maybe. Maybe Kevin probably doesn't have the game installed.
I mean, with 4 people, we could do missions at least. You know what I mean?
We could roll.
Yeah, with more people, I mean, we could do a lot of like cool races and shit like
Well,
that.
I know
Cool.
Artie
They have that.
already wanted to play for sure, so
Yeah. So
get in there. See if we can.
I'm gonna.
I don't know if I should try and do this thing and share the screen on this thing, or if I should just stream it directly from the PS4.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna temporarily end the broadcast and then just restart it.
What do you mean? Oh,
Like, because I'm still streaming. I'm still on Facebook because I couldn't figure out how to end it on Facebook and keep it going on Twitch. Apparently, I have to end them both.
If you guys jump on, if you're just jumping on PlayStations and you can't, like, how do you guys normally stream it?
I have a console. I have a separate streaming console.
You could shut the broadcast for now. Like, we can talk off the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'm watching